Hi, my name is Tiffany Fox-Vidal and I am a student stylist here at the Small Production Academy. And this video purpose is to show you different kinds of braids, how to do them, and get the look that you're going to achieve. Okay. I'm going to use some different products starting out. So what I'm going to start with is our pillow-proof 2-day extender, which is a dry shampoo. And I'm just going to use it at the roots. So the next two ones I'm going to combine. I'm going to use our Outshine 1 and then our Thickening Lotion 9. The Outshine is going to help just bring the shininess of the hair out so that it's a little bit more defined, a little more dimension. And the Thickening Lotion is really good, especially for braiding. It kind of helps grip onto the hair, so it's easier to get in between and not have to go back and comb through all the time. So it's easier. Next I'm going to use is our Fashion Waves. It's a sea salt spray. Just going to give the hair some texturizing, a little bit more dimension, because my model's hair is pretty much brown all over, so that you can really see the difference between each braid. So when I like to braid, I usually like to start at the top and then going down. So for this example, we're going to be braiding pretty much the whole head. So I'm going to start at the top and then work my way down. And it's just going to be a couple braids. Then usually I'll just stick to the sides or on top and then do some sort of bun in the back and then tie it all together. But today we're doing the whole head. So for my first set is that I'm going to do 3 lace braids here right on top, what we call the mohawk section. Now for the lace braid, I like doing them, especially if you have bangs. It's really easy to do. Then you don't have to worry about length or anything like that because it's just in and out and in and out. So I usually do it, especially to tie back my bangs. I don't want to use hairspray or what. So what you do is that you start out just with a regular 3-strand braid. And so we call this the inside braid, and then the middle braid, and then this is the outside braid. And you're only going to add hair to the outside of the braid. So I'm going to start with the inside, go over, and then the outside. And we're going to do it one more time, so we're going to go in. And the second time that you have the outside, that's when you pick up a strand of hair of your section. If you want more definition, just pick out a smaller section. If you want it really big, then pick out a bigger. It's just all your own preference. I usually do somewhere in between. And then you braid. And the third time you have the outside strand, pick up another section. And then you just keep going until you get to your desired length. So I'm not going to do this all the way to the ear. I'm just going to do it part ways to the other side of the tongue. Now also when you're braiding, so I'm going to be done adding hair and I'm just going to braid it all the way through. So for this example, we're going to be tying up this end, okay? So when you want to tie this up to another portion of the head or something like that, you want to make sure that you braid the braid that direction. So like let's say if I'm going to wrap it around this way, then I would start braiding it this way. If I'm going to go straight down and then kind of just loop it behind the ear, I'm going to go straight down. But in this case, we're going to be covering up the different parts. So I'm going to braid that. So for this example, I got this idea from one of a very popular show called The Vikings. This is from one of the characters there. I looked at some of the YouTube videos that they did, and they showed that usually when you braid, you'll usually get like a small elastic or something like that. Sometimes I don't like using them because it's just too much to handle. So the trick they taught me is that when you're at the end of the braid here, you use like a teasing comb back comb, and you just start back combing it like that, and it keeps it braided. It kind of knots it up for you, so you don't have to worry about elastics, and you just keep going. So at this point, I've completed all 3 lace braids. The first 2, I went and braided them in the same direction, the other one in the opposite. I did that just to kind of create dimensions and different kind of looks, so not everything is going this way, and then some of it's going that way, just a better look that way. So the trick for these lace braids is you want to make sure you're not too tight on them, because they'll create like this little flap here underneath, and this is where you're going to hide side. Okay, so now that I've finished the 2 French braids on the side, you have the whole back of the head, okay? So I divided it into 2 parts, and the bottom part I'm going to divide into 2 sections, and then we're going to do French braids, or not French braids, but fishtail braids on both sides, okay? So on the first one, I'll show you how to start it and how to go through. The second way, I'm going to show you how I do it. It's kind of like a cheat way, and a little faster. Also, if you're like one of those people where you have to have like equal sections and stuff, if you feel the back of your neck, there's a little indent right there, and that's pretty much halfway between your neck, and then that's where I part it. So all those who like really like it to having equal sections and stuff like that, that's a really good point. You just put your finger in there, it's a small little indent, and then you do the section there, okay? So for this one, we're going to take a little hairspray, windblown, kind of tame away these little flyaways. It's a very mild hairspray. It doesn't have a lot of hold and everything, so it's not going to make your hair feel gritty or something like that. It's kind of just a way to smooth down the hair real quick. So that's why. So you're going to take a small section up top like this. You're going to start out like a 3-strand braid. And then go over with the out. What you're going to do with this middle strand, you're going to add it to this out strand here. And then you're going to take a 3rd piece from this out strand. You're going to pretty much divide it in half. And then you're going to go over both these strands, okay? I'm going to do it again, but this time we're going to add hair. So you take just a small section on the outside, and you're going to wrap it around this out strand like here, and then add it to the strand on the other side. One more time. And you take a little bit of hair, you're going to go over the strands and add it to the far strands. And as you can see, it starts kind of looking like a fishtail, some scales and stuff like that, and that's how you get the look. Add another strand on the outside, and you're going to go over the strands and add it to the far. You want to remember for this look, you want to keep this a little loose, but not too loose, okay? Just so you can have some mobility. So now I'm at the point where I've added all the hair. As you can see, there's none left. So then, to continue the look, you just start using the 2 strands that you have. You take hair from the outside of the strands, and then you go over. Then again, you take hair from the outside of the strands, and then you go over. Now you can make them as big as you want, as small as you want. It just depends on like how detailed that you want them. Okay, so we're gonna do about a medium. This is the fishtail braid, and instead of just going back from one strand to another strand, what I do is that I go ahead and take my 2 outside pieces, and then I go ahead and then just flip over to add, and then flip over to add. That way it's pretty fast and easy to go. And I do that again. Flip over and add, and then flip over to add. And you kind of just brush it out a little bit. So as you can see, I went ahead and I pulled apart some of the braids so that they're not as skinny, a little bit more width to them. And then I just covered up all the different parts and stuff like that. You can do that too. There have been some parts like over here where I took the braid and then I tucked it underneath another one and kind of did a tie. I did a twist, all that. It's just your own preference, how you want to look. kind of just how the hair fell. This is where I got it. One trick I've learned to kind of get away with some of these flyaways is that I take a little mascara wand brush. You go ahead and spray it, full cream spray, and you just go ahead, kind of go over little flyaways and help stay them down and stuff like that, and especially here at the face as well. Brush them up. Little baby hairs. That way you can have more of a finished look and stuff like that. Now, of course, the hair usually isn't this frizzy. One thing that you could probably do is use our Frizz Dismiss oil here that we have. You can also do a really good shampoo and wash. We didn't do that this time. Other than that, or you can just do simple little bit squirt of hairspray overwards and just kind of pat down the head and stuff like that so they're not so large. And those like that. So those are the different braids that we went over. I'll do them again. So these are the lace braids up front. You can also pin the braids back and do little tiny sections. And try and hide those bobby pins and those elasties and stuff like that. I always encourage to make sure you get bobby pins. They're the same hair color as yours. That way they blend in better. So we did the lace braids on top. We did the French braids on the side here. We did the 2 French tails on the bottom, and then we did this caterpillar braid and then just a regular Dutch braid here in the middle. So, and that's how you achieve this look. Thank you so much for watching, and again, my name is Tiffany. I am a student stylist here at the Salon Professional, so I really hope that you enjoyed your video. Have a nice day. Bye.